Emma.
And today we are back with a review from our sister wives, you guys. We are going to be talking about the most recent episode, which I think was episode 19 of season 19 of Sister Wives. And there was quite a bit to talk about, mainly so about the land for sure. So apparently KODY had not talked to Meri about the whole entire like land stuff. I guess she said like in a year and a half since they've talked about Coyote Pass. KODY also discussed that
Wow.
he did not want to like he gets distracted by the fact that he doesn't want to sell the land. Now, a new development was that Meri actually, I don't think she wants to sell the land. Like she was like, I'm upset that he is here trying to like sell the land. Like we should talk about it. So I'm thinking Meri might want to keep some of that land because even KODY was talking about how he wants to keep a plot of land and maybe just pay off Robin. No, not Robin, but pay off Janelle and Meri their 25%. He also stated that
It's
he,
so crazy to me.
yeah,
The fact that he wants to give 25%. Like, if, okay, you guys have 100% of this land, and if you split it four ways, everyone should get 25%. Right? KODY should get 25%. Robin should get 25%. Janelle should get 25%, and Meri should get 25%. And I
right,
don't think that Meri wants to hold on to the land. She just wants to have her fair share of it. When they
yeah,
were all together, she was, I think, and I never know why she was fine. Maybe it's because she didn't want to quarrel with KODY at the time, and she was trying
right,
to get their relationship together or whatever. Maybe she felt like if I just go along with him, he will love me,
right,
maybe. But I never understood why she went with just so little of the land,
yeah,
right? Like she just had one little space and it was her and KODY, and I didn't think that that was fair because Janelle's name was on two of the land, and then Robin's name was on two of the land, and KODY's was on all four of the land. Four
right,
of each plot. So I think Meri now, when she looks at it, now that she's no longer with KODY, I don't have to put up with just having a little piece. I want my 1/4. There are four of us, and I want my 1/4, which is 25%.
yeah,
That's where Meri is. And Janelle is encouraging Meri to, stand up for herself too. Like, if we need to lawyer up, we can lawyer up. And each of us
yeah,
get 1/4. KODY, I think the only reason why KODY wants to keep part of the land, because KODY doesn't want anything to do with that land. He has said so many times he is so done with Coyote Pass. But I
yeah,
feel like he will say, I want to kind of keep part of this land, because see, if he does that, like say he takes, I don't know, 1/4 of the land and says, I'm going to keep this 1/4. Okay, now you have three parts of that land, but he's going to divide the three parts into the four for all four of them. So it's
which,
kind of like he gets double.
yeah, well, yeah, I mean, technically, he
You
would
know
have
what I'm saying?
divided it, I guess, by five because Robin would be included. And now it's like he's dividing it, what, into four? I guess because he
Like,
wants to give a
no,
portion
well,
to Robin.
Christine is gone, so it'll be just the four. But he's going to keep, like, kind of take part of that land out, and then the rest of the land, he's still going to divide by four, which is not fair. If you take part of that land out, that's your share. And the rest of that land should be divided among the three women then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's still trying to do his little shenanigans to screw the women because he is thinking, well, just as he has said, they're out to screw me, and I know this.
Right.
And he keeps on harping on the fact that Janelle, for sure, if she
I know.
has a chance, she will stab him in the back. She
I
will
know,
screw
and
him.
milk him for all his
So he's
money.
going to screw her before she screws him.
And I
Huh?
don't. And he was talking about how she's trying to milk him for money. I don't feel like Janelle wants to milk KODY. I think she just wants something that she can stand on so she can be free, like what
She
Christine
just wants
wanted.
them to be fair. That's all those women want. All those women want. The only thing that Janelle and Meri want, they just want KODY to be fair. But you know
Yeah.
something? KODY has never been fair to them. So it's like what Christine said. I mean, I don't know. Like Christine did say she hopes that KODY will do the right thing by them.
Yeah.
She does not believe that he will. Like, KODY has always shown himself to be exactly who he is.
Yeah.
And you think that now that he feels like you all have betrayed him, you think now he's going to do right by you? No, he's not. And I am so happy that they are now talking about. Well, I'm happy that Janelle got a lawyer. I don't think Meri has gotten a lawyer yet, but at least now she's talking about it.
Yeah, she's open to the idea of it. Like, that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they also had talked about, I want to just talk about this quickly, but like they talked about the whole open door policy that Robin and Meri weren't very open to like having an open door policy. I know Christina and Janelle were, in which I understand why they were. Like, one, they were closer, they had the most kids, and Janelle wasn't home often anyway. So it's like when she's home, I guess she wants to be with her kids. Because I remember like when you were working and stuff like that, like when you got home, like even though you were tired, you never went up to bed and were like, oh, I'm just going to go to sleep. Like, you would have an open door
Yeah.
policy for me and Rashid to come into the room and see you and all that stuff. And then when you were with
Yeah.
us, you really made it count. So I feel like with Janelle, that's what she did. Now with Robin and Meri on the other hand, now that I am like married, I do kind of get the whole open door policy. Like, I would not personally want somebody just walking up into my house or like having a key and just coming in randomly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel
Right.
like when you're in a polygamous, like, I could not imagine being a polygamous family because I do love my space and I do love my peace and quiet, especially in the morning. And it's like you don't ever really have
Yeah.
that being a polygamous family with like 80 people in the house. So like I can see why Robin
Yeah.
and Meri did not have an open door policy. Like maybe call first or text or whatever. Because maybe
Yeah.
sometimes I'm just in the middle and I just want to do my thing. So I didn't really think that was such a huge
Yeah.
deal because I kind of get it now. I mean, even you kind of
You know,
like
that
your
is so
privacy.
interesting, Mary,
I mean, you like your
that,
privacy too. You said
yeah,
what?
but it's interesting that now, before we were really not understanding about how Mary was feeling, right? And now that you're a married woman, you understand Mary. So
Yeah.
that is very interesting. But yeah, I mean,
But
I
did
kind of
you?
get it because Mary just has her one child, right?
Yeah.
And she's also a neat person,
Yeah.
and you have these teenagers, six teenagers coming to your house. I only got one child, and or 12 teenagers coming to your home, and
Yeah.
then in your fridge and messing stuff up and not asking you and saying, yes, this is mommy's fridge, let me go in here.
Yeah.
No, you gotta ask me first, and yes, you gotta take off your shoes and
And but me also
so we
Mary, she
understand
is
Mary.
like OCD. Like Mary, she is
Yes.
a bit OCD, but also she only had the one child, so she's not used to like all of the mess. Like she only has the one child, and
Yeah.
like I mean, they probably go back and forth between cleaning and stuff like that. Now,
Yeah.
the only time that I jump off of the boat with the open door policy is if like you're being mean to children. Because I know it's been like insinuated that Mary has been like mean to children and I guess was a
Yeah. Or
monster.
abusive.
That's where I'm just kind of like, no.
Mhm.
Like if one of our family members did have an open door policy, but it was like for a good reason, I still would like want them to call, whatever the case may be. But I would not go
Yeah.
and be mean to them or like abusive or whatever to them if they are just coming
Right.
in. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only
Yeah.
part that I hop off the boat. But I do think that because Mary had gone through a lot with KODY, that it just kind of it wasn't really a good recipe at all. But also, I feel
Mhm.
like with her, she really should have just, whatever she did, obviously she can't erase that in the past or whatever. But, I feel
Mhm.
like during that time, she could have been a bit nicer about like whatever about the whole open door
Yeah.
policy, like maybe not be so stringent with it because you did sign up for polygamy, and that is one of the cons of
It's
polygamy. You
part
don't
of
really
it.
have your
Exactly.
space, like that's what it is.
You don't have your space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we talk about, just for a little while, about KODY talking about how he paid for the land by himself and it was his money,
And then he was like, oh well,
and kind of
92% of it I
saying
paid.
like, yeah, like he's trying to have this narrative. I paid for this land, and so I really don't owe these women anything.
Well, KODY
And
likes.
whatever I'm giving them, it's like a bonus. But when he says that, where did he get the money from? didn't they buy land like from the family fund that everyone is putting,
Money
you know,
into.
everyone who's working is putting money into that? I mean, we know that Meri was racking up some funds because when she came up with that money for her business, well, to buy that hotel that she ended up by the B&B, right? Like she came up with 40,000, like that,
Yeah.
right? So you know that Meri was making some serious bucks and putting that money into the family fund. So for
Right.
him, it's so like dishonest for him to go out and just say, "I bought this land myself." Like he has this whole new narrative,
Right.
which I find to be hilarious.
I think he's just trying to rewrite history so that he can justify, just like what he's done throughout all the past season. Like he will rewrite history and try to make it right, so like he's justified in however he's mistreating another wife or whatever the case may be. So that's the
Hmm.
whole thing with him. So I feel like that's what he's doing
Yeah,
now, so he can justify why he might be trying to get a little bit more. And then on top of that, he has Robin as his wife. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like
yeah,
they'll put their money together anyway. So
yeah,
I think that's the premise of why he's doing that, which is just ridiculous. Because at this point, you guys have been a family together. KODY was not, he really would not know who put what in there because Janelle was, I think she was in charge of the accounts. I'm sure he had access to it, but I'm sure I mean, she
yeah,
did the books and stuff like that. So she would know more so, I feel like,
yeah. And
just based
then
on
the
what they
other thing that
said.
we found out, yes, the other thing that we found out was that he was taking money without asking, whereas before they all had to like have
Talk.
input of what we're going to use this family fund for, or money from, you know, our accounts for.
Right.
But after a while, the past few years, the latter years of their marriage, he was just taking money out.
Yeah.
So he has just been doing what he wants to do. Like Christine said, Meri said, like, you know, KODY was like doing what KODY wanted to do with the money. Yes, he says things like, "Oh, Janelle, she's the one who controls everything," but that wasn't really the case.
Right.
Janelle was just kind of like the bookkeeper
Yeah, absolutely.
until she wasn't. There was a really weird thing. I was actually watching it with your aunt, and there was a part where she was like, "That's a weird thing to say." When they were doing the bench, when they were painting the bench,
Yeah.
and Robin says to KODY, "Why don't you take this gorgeous girl and show her how to paint or something?"
Oh.
Did
Well,
you get that?
I can't remember
It
that.
was either Aurora or Brianna. It was one. Your aunt was like, "That's so weird for him to, like, for Robin to say that. Like, isn't that his daughter or something?" It was just, you know how we have had subscribers kind of, well, not kind of, but insinuate,
Insinuates
well, tell us in the comments that they feel like maybe one day KODY will have one of his
her daughters as his
stepdaughters
wife.
as his wife. I just thought it was a weird thing. I mean, I didn't catch it until she said something. But you said you
Yeah.
didn't catch it at all.
I
Anyhow,
didn't.
I guess I can, you know, we can leave this, just put it out there. I am not saying that. I mean, I have not had that feeling about KODY and his adopted daughter. It's not even like a stepdaughter. This is an adopted daughter that carries his last name. But what did you guys think of that?
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes I just feel like when they're together, and I know that who was saying this? I'm trying to think what child was saying. Oh, it wasn't a child. It was Mike Kelty's husband, Tony,
Yeah. I
was
remember
saying
him.
that, you know, when they're together, like when KODY's together with Robin and her kids, you know, they seem to be so happy and all of this stuff.
Right.
It's just when I see KODY, even when the kids went to when she went to go get her ears pierced, it's just, I don't know. It's the interaction is odd. Maybe it's just, you know, when you're, I'm sure it's hard to have like your family dissected, but that's what they signed up for. But you just always see, I don't know if he's just not comfortable with them yet or something, or it's just weird. And then the other thing too, he also seems to be a little impatient with Ariella,
The
the
youngest
youngest
daughter.
daughter. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, they was
Anyway,
it all the
it's
daughter.
going to be very interesting to see, like, as the years go by, how he is with
Yeah,
his children. If the same Kody that showed up for his other children becomes the same Kody as
for
his
them.
kids get older,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
mean, it's very much a possibility. I mean, we have seen
So,
Kody, like slithers of Kody's shoe side come out with Robin, especially when they were trying to get that house. But yeah,
mhm.
child, we will see
And
what's going
also the
on.
impatience for her when she was trying to, like, she was crying, genuine tears about the breakup of their family. And he did not want to hear it.
Right.
It's like he just does not have patience at all. That's what it seems to be. But what do you guys think about that?
I think they're all definitely going to, that whole entire family's going to go through a whole entire like transition period for sure. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but especially with, I mean,
Yeah,
things
that
seem
could
like
be
they've
what they're
calmed
going
down
through.
more. It seemed like Kody might have calmed down
Mm-hmm.
more, but I don't know how long that will last. I mean,
Yeah,
it seems like Robin to me will try to keep the peace for as long as possible just because she doesn't want to make any waves. I don't think she's going to leave Kody, but you never know with this family.
yeah.
It's filled with surprises. But you guys
Mm-hmm.
let us know what you guys think down
Yeah.
below. And we will see you guys on the next video. Bye.